Hey there, entrepreneurs and business enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a critical topic that can make or break your business. Understanding gross and net margins. If you've ever worked tirelessly all month, only to find your bank account disappointingly low at the end of it, this video is for you. We'll explore the difference between gross and net margins, why these numbers matter, and practical strategies to maximize your profitability. Hit subscribe because we're diving deep into the essential knowledge every business owner needs to thrive. Let's get started. Number 1. Gross versus net margin. Gross margin and net margin are often confused, but understanding the difference is crucial. Gross margin represents the profit left after deducting direct costs, like payroll for service businesses or material costs for manufacturing. It's a measure of how efficiently your business turns raw inputs into a profitable output. Meanwhile, the net margin is what's left after covering all other operational costs like rent, marketing, and administration. For instance, if a hairstylist charges $60 per session and the direct cost is $20, the gross margin is $40, 66%. However, once you account for rent, utilities, and marketing, the net margin may drop significantly. Knowing both helps you identify problem areas to streamline costs and boost profits. Another example? A marketing agency charges clients for campaign management. If the agency bills $10,000 for a campaign and the direct costs for salaries, tools, and materials are $4,000, the gross margin is $6,000, 60%. However, once overhead costs like office rent, administrative salaries, and insurance are deducted, the net margin drops to around $2,000, 20%. Understanding this distinction allows the agency to refine its pricing and operational strategy. Number 2. Why gross margin matters. The gross margin is the first line of profitability. It directly affects the net margin and overall profitability of your business. When gross margins are low, covering operational costs becomes challenging, often leaving you with little to no profit. For instance, a business with a 66% gross margin that struggles to cover rent and payroll may find itself short at the end of the month. However, by increasing gross margin to 80%, the same business could double its profits. This is because higher gross margins allow you to meet operational expenses and still invest in growth opportunities like marketing or hiring. Say, for instance, a bakery makes $4,000 in monthly sales with direct costs of $2,000, resulting in a 50% gross margin. After accounting for labor, rent, and utilities, the net profit is only $500. If the bakery improves its gross margin to 60% by switching to lower-cost suppliers and optimizing ingredient usage, it would retain $1,000 in profit after covering all expenses, doubling its net margin. Number 3. Improving your margins. There are 2 primary ways to improve gross margins: decreasing costs and increasing prices. Decrease costs. Streamline your operations to reduce waste or negotiate better supplier deals. For instance, a restaurant might find cheaper suppliers for ingredients or reduce portion sizes without compromising customer satisfaction. Increase price. Don't undervalue your products or services. Raise your prices strategically, ensuring you're still competitive and providing value. For example, if a software developer charges $100 per hour, a shift to $150 per hour might be justified if their expertise improves project outcomes. Decrease costs. A software development firm may identify inefficiencies in its production cycle. By introducing agile methodologies, automating testing, and reducing overhead costs, they streamline the development process, reducing the cost per project and improving gross margins. Increase price. A high-end boutique realizes that customers value the exclusive nature of its products. They raise prices by 15%, and despite a minor drop in sales volume, they see a significant boost in gross profits due to a higher price per unit. Number 4. Gross margin targets. For service-based businesses, an 80% gross margin should be the minimum target. Higher margins mean better financial health and scalability. Moving from 80% to 90% can double net profits by reducing the impact of direct costs. Every percentage point matters when compounded over time. For instance, a consultancy firm achieving 95% gross margin can handle twice the client load without a proportional increase in costs, making it much more profitable than one at 80%. A graphic design studio strives for an 80% gross margin. It provides value-added services like branding strategy workshops, By incorporating these services, it attracts high-paying clients, enabling the studio to consistently achieve 85% margins due to a higher perceived value and specialized offerings. Number 5, a real-world example. Let's consider the coaching business example. A coach manages 40 clients for a flat fee of $4,000 per month, while each client pays $400 monthly. That creates a gross monthly revenue of $16,000, leaving $12,000 after the coach's payment, 75% gross margin. However, this margin is below the ideal target of 80%. To improve the margin, they could increase client fees slightly or find a coach willing to work for less. If the coach's cost drops to $3,200, the gross margin increases to 80%. Alternatively, charging clients $420 per month achieves a similar outcome. These small tweaks could have a significant impact on profitability, resulting in a substantial increase in annual income. Take another example. An online course provider offers a subscription model. They pay their instructors a fixed rate to create high-quality video content. With 200 subscribers paying $100 a month, they generate $20,000 monthly. After paying the instructors and handling platform maintenance, $4,000 total, they achieve an 80% gross margin. They could further refine their model by optimizing instructor fees or attracting more subscribers, leading to improved net profits. Ultimately, understanding and optimizing margins is essential for business sustainability. Analyzing both gross and net margins provides insights into financial health, enabling you to make informed decisions on pricing, cost control, and overall business strategy. Thank you for joining us, and keep refining these numbers to build a stronger, more profitable business.